loved this movie because it was such a different take on a holiday movie, and I feel like I just didn't know where it was going for the longest time, too. Lindsay, I'll start with you because when I saw you and Tim Meadows reunite, I freaked out. I was like, oh my God. It took me a second, and then I was like, wait, why am I like feeling all these feelings?
I was like that when he got to set too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, yay.
I want to ask you, because that has to be the first time in a while, right, that you guys saw each other?
Yeah, it was. And it felt like yesterday. I feel like Tim's the kind of person that he's such an approachable person, and he's so nice and funny and warm and loving that it felt like we had just been working with each other.
Oh, I love that. Listen, I'm coming for you because you weren't a cool mom. You weren't a cool mom in this one. No. You were a terror.
Terror.
So what was it like playing the matriarch who's so difficult and everyone's trying to please?
I think the fun part about Erica is that she does it, it's in the South we have this thing called, I don't know what you call it, but it's like, oh, she looks like she's been beat with an ugly stick, bless her heart. So it's that whole bless her heart thing, which is, it negates what you said before, and the whole performance is based on that kind of feeling. As Ian said earlier, it's like she stabs you, but you're not sure you've been stabbed. So that's the fun part of playing her.
You were jeans. Okay, love that.
Exactly.
Ian, first of all, I love your character that is so diplomatic and just trying to help everyone out.
Yeah.
But also, what do you think it is about Christmas movies? I mean, they ring in the season that we love so much and it becomes a staple. But what do you think about Christmas and falling in love that people gravitate towards so much?
Yeah, we were trying to figure this out earlier.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's kind of an amalgamation of all the things. Maybe it's because, holidays, sometimes if there isn't a lot of, like, love and familial cohesion within a family, holidays can be really painful. Yeah. But if there is, then that's great. But if you throw on like more love and more like connection and finding this other person that you might actually start a family with or start this tradition with, I mean, like having that all come together in like a love fest. I mean, I think maybe that's it. Nobody. I don't know if a lot of people like holiday like action movies. I mean, maybe yes. I guess maybe Die Hard, but that's not really So I think that's one of the reasons like we want romance in that time.
Yeah. Okay, that was a different perspective. So that was a very great answer because you're right. People can relate and reflect and see everyone coming together as well. Liz, you're an executive producer on this project. Mm-hmm. What was the set like? Or you guys can all chime in, but what was the set like? Because you spent most of the time in the house.
So we were on a soundstage a lot, which was really fun. It's great. I mean, it creates such a different atmosphere of structure and getting to know people, and you find time to actually I think we were doing aside from the food together that we were eating together, we would all get different trucks to come for everyone and cheer with the crew. And it's just a nice kind of, it becomes your little family and your own little world there.
Totally safe space.
And I think having a set that's, when people can take it so seriously when you're working sometimes, especially, just anyway, they just take it seriously. But when you're in these kind of situations, you want to create a nice environment where everyone gets along, everyone has fun, and that really shows through in the film.
Definitely. Kristin, for you, you had some pretty funny scenes. Like anytime you would come around, or your character would come around, people would get a little uneasy. What was your favorite scene to shoot?
Golly, there's favorite scenes to watch. Church scene, favorite scenes to shoot. I think pretty much any time I could treat my son like a baby, that was really fun. Like, asking him about his digestive health and just being that mom and kind of being able to blow her off. Anytime I got an opportunity, not Kristin to Lindsay, but Erica to Avery, to blow her off in a very kind way was fun.
So when the director goes cut, then all of a sudden you're nice again?
No, I go right to her.
She would come to me I hope you know I didn't mean that. I'm like, oh yeah, I know.
She's like, I got it. It's acting.
Oh my gosh. I love that. I know, but you're like, I'm sorry.
I know. I just adore her, but it was fun.
Love that. And the vet scene, I mean, I'm speaking for you, so I'm going to go down the line and ask all of you guys, but the vet scene was one of my favorites.
Really?
Was hilarious. Yes.
Thank you.
The barking in the corner.
Because when I read the script, I was like, oh, it's going to be, they're not going to actually shoot me in that room doing this. It's going to be ADR. Like, you're just going to hear it, and I'll do it later. And then the director's like, oh, no, nope. I want to see you.
Get those dogs
do this.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. I think I had no voice also after for a while.
The howlers. Yes. How about you, Ian? What was your favorite scene?
I mean, it's kind of all of them. I mean, which is not, I know it's like a non-answer. There's this one scene that I can't give the specifics of because it's a bit of a reveal, but let's just say it involves a closet. And that one I thought was so much fun because, you know, there was one way that it was done on, or that it's written on the page, and then when it became the final product, I mean, is just sort of a testament, I think, to the actors that are involved in said scene that I can't really talk about.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, I'm trying to think that, like, I'd almost want to try and figure out like which scene did I not like, you know, because and I can't really find one because they were all just alarmingly fun to shoot. So I always loved the like dinner scenes and things like that. It's great. It's great.
I can only imagine, you're right, because each scene had something special, and then the church scene was just hilarious as well. I wanted to ask you guys about your favorite Christmas or holiday traditions that maybe are unique to your family.
I mean, we celebrate the meaning of Christmas at our house. So my dad always gets down and reads the story, the birth, you know, from the Bible about Jesus. And I remember thinking as a little girl about Mary specifically, and my gosh, she's on that donkey for days, and getting to Bethlehem, there's no room at the hotel. You know, as a little kid, you're picturing this, and, oh, she's got to give birth on a manger with hay, and that must suck. So it might not be exactly what you wanted to hear, but that's what, as a little kid, I would imagine. God, poor Mary, man. No air conditioning?
I love that. Just call 911. What's going on?
Yeah. DoorDash, no such thing.
Right. Oh my gosh. How about you, Lindsay?
I think just putting the Christmas tree together is not unusual, but I don't know. I think we're about to find out because we have our son now, so we're gonna have new traditions. So maybe we'll have something that's different that he ends up liking that we create for him. We'll see where it takes us.
I love that. Ian, how about you?
That same thing, because my son is a little over 2 now, and sort of we're finding that mix of like things that we did as kids versus what's something that he's gravitating towards. Like, is it, you know, building like a Christmas fort that like he can sleep in at night in his room or something, and like then we come down the next day. Like, when do we open stockings versus, because we were growing up, we would always do stockings the night before.
Yes.
Just also because my parents didn't want to have to deal with us being
We
my
just
presents,
do
presents,
one
presents.
gift the night before.
Yeah, no, we were ravenous, very greedy children. So, you know, like trying to do that with him, that's what I'm sort of looking forward to the most, is building our own tradition.
Yeah, no, I love it when the families are incorporated. Last thing I know, I have to go, but I just want to ask about Freakier Friday, that picture. Oh my God, the recreation.
Yeah.
Freaked out. You're serving up the nostalgia, girl.
Yeah.
Oh, that day. I remember when that picture got taken. It was such a funny day. I think it was like our 3rd day of shooting too.
Yeah.
And it was just a funny day. We really laughed a lot on this shoot. And the movie is really funny. There's like a lot more heart. There's a ton of music in this one. Yeah. Which is different. Yeah, it's just everything's bigger. The jokes are bigger. It's really something. I mean, me and Jamie really threw ourselves into it, and we're just really, really proud of it.
I can't wait to see
Can't
it.
wait.